Okay, be honest. You've been with your partner for quite a while now. You're comfortable, maybe even a little bored. Like, you love him, but the spark isn't exactly sparking. You've got your routines, Netflix on Tuesdays, the same restaurant every Friday. You can predict exactly what he's going to say before he says it. Then one night at a party, some attractive girl starts flirting with him, laughing at his jokes, touching his arm, leaning in a little too close. And your partner? He's eating it up. Suddenly, he's the funniest person in the room. He's animated. He's charming. You haven't seen him this alive in months. And then, as if that wasn't enough, a second girl walks over. Now he's surrounded. One's getting him a drink, the other's laughing at literally everything he says. Your partner is in the middle of this attention sandwich and he is glowing. Meanwhile, you're watching from across the room thinking, I literally asked him to take out the trash this morning and he acted like I requested a kidney. And suddenly, I want to drag him home immediately and remind him why we're together. What the hell just happened to my brain? If this is you, drop a comment below and tell me your story. Seriously, I need to know I'm not alone in this absolute insanity. Have you ever caught yourself doing this? Let me paint you a picture. Your boyfriend casually mentions that some girl at work thinks he's funny. Not even in a flirty way, just a random comment. And suddenly you're asking what she looks like, what department she works in, whether she's married, what her intentions are. 5 minutes ago, you were annoyed because he left his socks on the floor. You were literally ignoring his text. But now you're suddenly paying attention. Suddenly, you're in full detective mode. You need details. You need to know everything about this random coworker. What's her Instagram? You're 8 months deep in her stories. LinkedIn? You know where she went to college and her entire employment history. Facebook from 2012? You've seen her prom photos. You know her dog's name is Chester. You've analyzed every single person who commented on her vacation pictures, trying to figure out if she's dating any of them. You're looking at photos of her with her friends, trying to determine relationship status based on body language. You've checked if she follows your partner back. You've looked at when she liked his posts. 3 a.m., suspicious. You could literally write her biography at this point. You know more about this woman than you know about your own cousin. And your partner, he mentioned her once for like 8 seconds. Some girl at work thinks I'm funny. That's all he said. And here you are, PhD level research project, building an entire psychological profile. 5 minutes ago, you were annoyed about his dirty socks. You were ignoring his texts. But now you're suddenly posting couple photos. You're texting him hearts. You're remembering why you fell in love with him. This isn't just you being psycho. Well, okay, maybe a little psycho. But it's actually your brain running an evolutionary program called mate value recalibration. And this program is absolutely ruthless. See, your brain is constantly, and I mean constantly, doing cost-benefit analysis on your relationship. It's running in the background like those apps that drain your phone battery. Your brain is asking, is this the best I can do? Could I do better? But here's the problem. When you're with someone every single day, your brain gets lazy. It stops actually seeing their value because they're just there. They're like furniture. Beautiful, loving, emotionally supportive furniture that probably deserves better than this furniture analogy, but you get the point. But the second someone else shows interest, your brain slams on the brakes. It goes, hold up, wait. Other people want this thing I have. Maybe I've been undervaluing my asset here. Maybe I'm missing something. This phenomenon is called social proof, and you use it for literally everything, not just relationships. Why do you want to eat at the restaurant with a 45-minute wait when there's an empty place right next door? Because other people want it, so it must be good, right? That empty restaurant could have a Michelin star chef in the kitchen. 0 people still feels like 0 trust. Why do you want those limited edition sneakers? Not because they're objectively better shoes, because other people want them. Your partner is literally the same calculation. When they're sitting on your couch in 3-day-old sweatpants eating cereal, your brain files them under secured asset, low maintenance required. But when someone attractive laughs at their jokes at a party, when someone slides into their DMs, your brain immediately reclassifies them as high demand commodity, potential threat of loss, action required. And it goes way, way back to our caveman ancestors. Picture this. You're a cave person trying to choose a mate. You have no Tinder, no Instagram, no way to verify if someone is actually a good choice. So what do? You look at who everyone else wants. If the entire tribe is trying to mate with someone, that person probably has good genes. They're probably strong or smart or a good provider. So your ancestors who paid attention to social proof, who noticed who everyone else wanted, they made better mating choices. They survived. They had kids, And congratulations, you are the direct descendant of jealous, competitive people. Thanks, evolution. This isn't just cave person speculation. Modern research actually proves this is still happening in your brain right now. Researchers did a study where they showed women photographs of men. When the photos were shown alone, just the guy, no context, the women gave average attractiveness ratings, like, yeah, he's fine, whatever, next. But then they showed the exact same photographs with one difference. They added an image of another woman looking interested in that guy, just looking at him, not even touching him. The attractiveness ratings shot up from 50 to 90%. The same men, the same photos. But add one interested woman to the picture, suddenly he's husband material. Now, here's where this gets tricky, because once this jealousy gets activated, it doesn't just change how attracted you feel. It changes the whole emotional climate of the relationship. Suddenly, your partner feels less ordinary, less familiar, and a lot harder to take for granted. They stand out more, they feel more valuable, more noticeable, more like someone you don't want to lose. And in small doses, that can actually be useful. It can wake you up. It can remind you that this person still matters to you, that they're not just part of the background of your life. They're still someone you care about deeply. But in bigger doses, that same jealousy can start pulling the relationship in the wrong direction. But here's the plot twist that's going to hurt your brain a little. A tiny bit of jealousy can strengthen relationships. It reminds you not to take your partner for granted. Healthy jealousy. Wow, other people see what I see in them. I'm lucky. Unhealthy jealousy. Checking their location 47 times and interrogating them about why Jennifer from accounting liked their Instagram story at 11:43 p.m. One makes you show up more. The other turns the relationship into surveillance. So ask yourself, am I actually more attracted or am I just competitive? Because if you only want your partner when someone else wants them, you don't want your partner. You want to win? And once you're honest about that, everything changes. You stop confusing attention with value. You stop treating competition like proof. You stop acting like wanting to win is the same thing as wanting them. Because real attraction isn't about winning. It's about choosing and being chosen. And those are not the same thing. Real attraction is wanting them when they're in sweatpants eating cereal at 2 a.m. and no one else is around to see it. That's the test. Not whether you want them when everyone else does. That part is easy. The real question is, do you want them when it's just you two and the world isn't watching? Because the real flex is choosing them when there's no competition at all. So there you have it. You're more attracted to your partner when someone else wants them because your brain is running a prehistoric algorithm designed to optimize your genetic survival. You're not broken. You're just a prehistoric brain in skinny jeans. If this felt a little too familiar, hit like, so I know I'm definitely not alone here. And if you've ever caught yourself suddenly caring a lot more the second somebody else noticed your partner, you're not crazy. You're just human. Subscribe for more psychology that makes hidden patterns easier to understand.